Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you a fun sign technique on how I create the distressed edging look without using a sander. If you don't have a sander, if you don't want to take the time to take it back out, we're going to do it with paint today. So to start off, I always start with a base coat of white paint and I do all of my boards all at once. I'm going to be using Waverly chalk paint in Truffle. I've got my foam brush and an old rag. So you just barely want to get any paint on the tip of your brush and then just kind of lightly brush it in. Now the color really just depends on the desired effect that you want to do. You can use brown or black or any of that type of thing. So just barely put some on and you're going to brush in, but then you're going to take your rag and pull out. And if you need to kind of even it out a little bit more, even a wet baby wipe works as well, but I'm just using a dry rag and just kind of pulling it back out and working it in to get the desired effect. Now if you goof this up, you guys know that you can always go back over it with the white paint and try again because it's just paint. So I'm going to do it again on this side, and again you pull it in towards the middle, and then I kind of just like having the sides done, but I also like to drag the paintbrush across the top and the bottom too so that it's kind of a little bit cohesive, and then just pull it out. I feel like this side didn't get nearly as deep as the other side, but it gives the desired effect that I was looking for. So you're able to get your sanded looking board without actually having to go out and sand it down again. So it's just kind of a fun distressed technique, and it gives it a nice little finish. So now for this particular sign, I may not have to frame it. I'm still deciding. Here's a little tip though. I like to store my foam brushes in Ziploc bags, and then I can reuse them over and over again. So this is the design that we're going to be putting on this sign today. I trimmed it off because I'm going to be using some pieces that I cut with my Glowforge. I am super excited that I'm able to add that into my arsenal of project supplies and have just kind of a fun little addition to my sign making. So you can see that I'm peeling off the transfer tape, and sometimes those little pieces kind of get stuck and you might have to kind of go over things with your fingers. I decided to leave all this in because I want you guys to know that even though I've been doing this for years, I still have those moments, and that's how I remedy them. So I moved that over just a smidge. That's why I cut it off, because I had cut the actual church out just a little bit bigger than the design. So I wanted to make sure it all fit. I added a little bit of painter's tape just around the edges to make sure that I don't have any boo-boos. And then I'm just adding a little bit of white chalk paint over the top of the words to kind of seal it. This does help prevent bleeding, and it is just one more extra step that I prefer doing. You guys are more than welcome to do your own research and learn how to do it if you don't like adding that step. I know that some people don't, but I just like having that little bit of protection. So I'm just going to peel off the masking paper off of my little church and then paint it using some black chalk paint and a foam sponge. I found that that's about the easiest way to get these little pieces. And normally I would have the pieces taped down so they don't move around, but because the church piece was a little bit bigger, it was okay. And then I thought that I was recording me sponging on the paint, but I didn't. So that's not something that you guys, I've shown that many times on my videos before. So I peeled off the stencil vinyl, and now I just have to take out all of those little pieces. One little tip, I use something that's kind of flat and pointed. This actually was a leather making tool. And then make sure you have some baby wipes handy. Now I didn't get all of my piece or all of the stencil painted really great, so I'm just kind of going back over it with a really fine tip black or paintbrush and black paint to fill it all in. I know you guys can't even really tell on the camera, and I zoomed things out. For the wood pieces, I've just been using JB Weld super glue and E6000, and then I'll get all these little tiny pieces in there, and that's my project. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am enjoying sharing all of these fun sign making videos with you guys, and then make sure you check back on Friday for Fun Friday, where we will be sharing even more fun stuff this week. I've got some trash to treasure projects for you on Friday. So I hope that you enjoy these. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and check out all of my social media down below.